תורה מ"ד ליקוטי מוהר"ן, והיית תפארת תפארת ביד השם. You would be the beauty and the crown and the glory in the hand of Hashem. פירוש, the explanation of it, על ידי יד השם, by the hand of Hashem. Very easy to forget that it's all private supervision of Hashem Yitbarach in His world, and we don't have no being. We're not here at all. It's very hard to remember. It's very easy to forget. Even when a person is climbing and achieving and growing and developing in his Avodat Hashem, and he's learning and he finds himself believing Hashem and counting Hashem, כל הגדול מחברו יצרו גדול ממנו. If you grew and you developed and you achieved more, so Yetzer Hara developed and grew with you also. It's like a shade that is walking with you no matter where you walk to. It's just following you. So if you developed, so the Yetzer Hara is developing with you. So we need to understand that we need to work always and not to fall asleep, not to imagine to ourselves, no, I achieved this, I achieved that, I have this. You don't have anything. You have holes in your pockets, and that's it. And whatever you're going to put in, you're going to follow. You always need to be bodek, checking, checking to see if you have it, if you lost it, where you're holding, do you believe in Hashem? In every situation, le'olam, always a person needs to hold himself, chetzio chayav, chetzio zakai. Half of you is innocent, half of you is guilty. All of the time you need to check, where am I holding? Am I worthy now? Am I pure now? Do I believe in Hashem now? Or maybe I'm guilty, maybe I don't see Hashem now. Maybe in the same mitzvah, you can say, thank you Hashem Baruch for praying Shachrit, and I'm sorry that it was so lousy. Thank you Hashem Baruch that I remembered to put tefillin, and I'm sorry that I forgot you while I was saying Kriyat Shema. You can have Shalom Bayit with your wife. Thank you for honoring her, and sorry for honoring her from the bad reasons, from the wrong reasons, and not from the right ones. In every mitzvah you have day and light, like we said last week. The light, the meorot, the sun and the moon are playing in the same field, in the same area, in the same surface, in the same time. You have them both. You can see the moon in the daytime. You can see the light of the sun when it's already night. It's playing in the same time. And you're between the suns, you're between the lights. All of the time you're looking for Hashem Yitbarach. Only like that you can find Hashem Yitbarach. To remember, it's all al yedei yad Hashem. It's all by the hands of Hashem. Al yedei mecha'at kaf. And by clapping the hands, when you remind yourself, it's all from Hashem, it's all from Hashem, it's all from Hashem. ונתעורר ידיו של הקדוש ברוך הוא כנעל. You wake up the hands of הקדוש ברוך הוא like we learned. You have that ability to wake up the hands of Hashem Yitbarach. When you believe in Hashem Yitbarach, you wake up Hashem Yitbarach to believe in you. When you're doing things for Hashem Yitbarach, you wake up Hashem Yitbarach to do things for you. When you're not abandoning His children, you're making Him not to abandon yours. And when you are strong and strict and judging and fighting, you, chas shalom, wake up the midah of anger, the midah of judgments. We need to wake up the Rahmanut. If Hashem is testing you with your children, you should always be mercy, always be Rahman, always. Because if you're not Rahman, you have a problem. You cannot say to Hashem Yitbarach. Actually, I do have a trick for that also. But... yes, actually I accepted on myself to teach all of my tricks. So I'll tell you my trick. You said now I'm destroying my class now. I'm just taking everything I said and we're putting it in the Gnizah and we're going to a different direction. Yeah, okay, it's good, we didn't Shema. I don't mind. I like to do tshuva. So, yeah. Hashem has got a very nice sense of humor. Hashem is very funny. So, actually, we're saying to Hashem Yitbarach, what do you want from us? What do you want from us? Why are you sending this crazy rabbi to rebuke us and tell us that we need to do tshuva? What do you want from us? How are we going to do tshuva? It's true, you want us to be like you. You want us to be mercy. And if we're not mercy, so you're going to tell us, hey, you weren't mercy on your children, so I won't be mercy on yours. Okay, that's what. But Hashem, we forgot one small thing. We're limited and you're not. You're really able to give everything that you want to give, and we're not able to give everything we want. I can accept on myself not to be angry ever again, but I'm not able to keep it. But you, if you're going to accept on yourself never to be angry again, you're just not going to be angry again. If I want to help my child and to give him love and to give him attention and the right advice, no one is promising that I won't find myself in so much stress tomorrow that I won't be able to give it. But you, Hashem, if you're going to decide to be there for me, always, you're just going to be there for me. Always. So this is why I'm taking all the beginning of this class and just putting it in the Gniza and we're doing tshuva and we're complaining to Hashem Yitbarach again. And again we're saying to Hashem Yitbarach, look Hashem, we're trying to follow you. We're trying to listen to your Yetzer Hara that you're telling us that we need to fix ourselves. But how can we do that? We're not able to do that. You're telling us, Shuvu elai v'shuvu elechem, do tshuva and I'm going to come back to you. And here you have the evidence. In the beginning of the class, we tried to do this. We're trying to do tshuva, but we're finding ourselves that we're not able to do it. We don't know how to do it. So please Hashem, get it finally. Ashivenu elecha v'nashuva. If you're going to help us, we're going to come back. But if you're not going to do it, how can we come back? Moshe Rabbeinu is standing in front of Hashem Yitbarach, and it was the most horrible situation in the world. Moshe came with the Torah to hand the holy tablets to Am Yisrael, and everything is ready, and it could be the most amazing wedding in the world, the salvation of the world, the Da'at going to come down, the faith going to come down, Am Yisrael going to receive the Torah, they're going to be the nation that's going to spread that amazing Torah, wisdom between the nations, and everyone going to be happy. It was the redemption of the world supposed to be. And Moshe is coming with the news, and what's going on? Am Yisrael are surrounding the golden calf and worshipping idols, and dancing and looking at the Midianiyot, and it's a very, very big disgrace. It's a very insulting, disgracing moment for Hashem Yitbarach, that He chose His nation. When the Gemara is telling us that it was like a bride that was looking on another man in the time of her chuppah. She's standing in the chuppah, her husband is coming, and while he's coming, she's looking to the side on someone else. And she's got desires. She's in such a pathetic situation. That's how she is. Like a prostitute. She's under the chuppah and her husband is coming. Your husband is Hashem Yitbarach. And she's like kala shezinta b'chuppata. And she's looking and flirting, he said, with another man in her chuppah when Hashem is about to come. Her husband. It's the worst situation. But what Hashem is saying on that? What Hashem is saying on that? Libavtini ba'achat me'enayich. You made me so happy when you looked at me with one of your eyes. Hashem is judging Am Yisrael in favorably in such kavzchut that He's telling her, us, even that you looked at me only with the one eye, you would break her to pieces. You would shoot her dead in the chuppah. Kill her dead in the chuppah. But Hashem Yitbarach is saying, you touched me so much when you looked at me with one eye. That's Hashem. That's Hashem. That's what Hashem is saying. Libavtini ba'achat me'enayich. With one eye that you looked at me. It's true, with your other eye you looked at someone else. I remember, yes, but I don't see that. I don't look at those things. I see that you really cared about me somehow. Even though that you looked at someone else. But I'm thinking about the good point that you were looking at me. That's the point of view of Hashem. So because of that, Even though that Hashem had his Yetzer Hara, there was Midat Adin, and Hashem said to Moshe Rabbeinu, Heref mimeni v'ashmidem, if you're just going to leave me alone, I'm killing them all, I'm going to punish her, I'm going to punish them, I'm going to show them what it means, they disrespect me. True, Hashem had that Midat Adin. Judgments were everywhere in that moment. There was fire, there was smoke, there were thunders, there were lightnings, it was hell about to happen. But Hashem Yitbarach, He revealed His real will to Moshe, to His messenger. And He told him, even though that I'm about to kill her, I'm so furious, I'm so angry, she disgraced me so much. And if you're going to leave me alone, I'm going to kill them. All. Moshe Rabbeinu is wise. Moshe Rabbeinu is looking for the sechel, for the wisdom, for the inner wisdom, for the real will of Hashem Yitbarach. What Hashem is saying that for? Why Hashem is telling me, if you're going to leave me alone, I'm going to kill them? Because actually, if I'm not going to leave him alone, he will not going to kill them. Heref mimeni v'ashmidem. Leave me and I'm killing them. It cannot be that I'm going to hear that message from Hashem. Hashem doesn't want to kill his nation. So why he's saying, let's listen to what that he's saying. He's saying to me that if I'm going to leave him, lose my grip, so then he's going to kill them. So actually there's a message. What's the message? If I'm not going to lose my grip, he will not going to kill them. So Moshe is fighting for Am Yisrael. And he's saying to Hashem, if you want to kill them, kill me first. I'm not letting you kill them. You're going to forgive them. And then Hashem, after 40 days, that Moshe is begging and fighting and arguing and praying and crying and fasting and doing whatever it takes to bring the redemption, the Geulah La'olam. Hashem is saying to him, Salachti kidvarecha. I forgive them like that you told me to forgive them. Not just regular forgiveness. Forgiveness that is following your shita, by your shita. And if in this generation we would have Moshe Rabbeinu would redeem us. Moshe Rabbeinu, he is the savior of Am Yisrael. ממשה עד משה לא היה כמשה. Moshe Mashiach, the normal value of the word Moshe is Mashiach. That's the name, Moshe. That's the name of the Geulah. And we need to understand that each and every one of us have that power and have that job to become that Moshe. And like Rav David Chaim Stern told me, that every Jew needs to have that will, to have that holy desire, goal, sheifa, the desire, that all of his prayers will be accepted. If you find yourself that you're standing and praying to Hashem Yitbarach and you see that Hashem is not answering, you're not allowed to be satisfied. You cannot be satisfied and say, no, at least I gave my time. I was praying, oh Hashem, what can I do? You're not allowed to give up. If you want to be Moshe Rabbeinu, despair is not a reality for you. It does not exist. Like Rabbeinu said, there is no despair in the world at all. At all. So you need to understand who you want to be, which side you want to be. You want to be from that side of the people that, okay, saying, what can I do? Like that stupid rabbi of the beginning of this class that was talking. You want to follow him or you want to follow me? Who do you want to follow? You need to find shita, to follow one shita. Or that you're going to follow the Yetzer Hara of the rabbis, or that you're going to follow the truth. You need to choose. I choose the truth. That's the will of Hashem. I received that flexible chair, seat. I'm having fun, swinging. To give up, it's a Yetzer Hara. Because when you give up from Hashem. And if you give up on Hashem to save you, so it's stupid. It's for sure it's kfirah. For sure it's wrong. No. Okay, you don't have Hashem. Okay, or that you're in or that you're out. You cannot be in and out in the same time. It's or that you believe in Hashem or that you're not. So it's okay not to believe in Hashem. Okay, you don't. Just say, I don't believe, but I want to. So I want to believe. Hashem, He gives a chance, and it's true, Hashem is threatening, He says, but what? You're not putting tefillin, you're not keeping Shabbos, you don't know your wife, she's not going to the mikveh, you had mikre laila, you're at zera lebatala, you violated those rules, you're eating treif, look what you've done, you're lying, you're talking lashon hara, you're cursing, Yetzirah doesn't have a problem to lift all of the filth and to tell you that's who you are. But the tzaddik, the righteous man, is telling you, look, that's your Yetzirah. But it's not you. You are a holy soul. And if you're not going to believe in yourself that you have that holy soul, that one light, that one spark of light can illuminate all darkness. One candle can lit thousands and millions and no number to the candles that he can lit with his own fire, because it doesn't take from his power to lit more candles. So it's true, not everyone have that merit to be the first candle, but who cares about that? Who needs to have the honor to be the first candle? Who cares about that? The legacy, the tradition, the masorah, the masoret that we have, that's how that chain is connecting us to the truth. But if you not become to be the next ring, the next part of the next link in that chain, and become to be who that you are, no one will be able to connect himself to you. You cannot be the next generation. We cannot only live based on the past. No, Rabbi Ishmael Kohen Gadol, Rabbi Ishmael Kohen Gadol, oh, Rabbi Akiva, how Rabbi Akiva is helping me today with the fact that my children are running wild in the streets. What is Rabbi Akiva helping me now in this situation? When my wife tells me go shopping and I don't have money to shop, how does Rabbi Akiva take a part in that situation when it's 10 minutes before Pesach and I don't know how to do it? I can learn Mishnayot, it's going to save me. It's not. You need to have Rabbi Akiva in the back of your head. You need to have the love to the Torah. You need to have your connection to tzaddikim, to righteous people, to tradition. Great, but you also need to be a man. You also need to be a person that knows how to take a stand, how to make an act, how to decide, how to say yes and no, and to choose. And even if you don't know what to choose, you have to choose. And you have to know that Hashem is with you, and you need to have faith, even if you're in the darkest places of them all. Even if you lack of wisdom, even if you don't know what to do, you need to believe that Hashem is with you. And even if in the end you're going to realize it was wrong. I told my wife that it's allowed in Shabbat, and actually it's not. You need to believe that Hashem Yitbarach was with you. And Gdola Avera Shelo Lishma, the mitzvah, Gdola Avera Lishma, the mitzvah Shelo Lishma. It's greater even to sin a sin that it's for Hashem than to keep a mitzvah that it's not really for Hashem. If you wanted to choose right and you wanted your wife to keep Shabbat and you to keep Shabbat and she asked you, is it allowed to put that part on the plata? It's not allowed. Do I allow to use this for Pesach? Not allowed to use this for Pesach. And you said yes, you allow, because that's what you thought. And you wanted her to be happy and you wanted to keep Shabbat and you said, yes, it's a lie. I assume that yes, I think so. Yes. You sure? You're not? Yes, I'm sure. 100%? Yes, 1,000,000%. Yeah, great, wonderful. And now we're checking, for sure it's wrong. Because you haven't learned the halachot and you don't have a clue about halachot. And it was 100% wrong. It's greater than someone else that is an FFB that knows all. And he knows exactly what's yes, what's no. And he's telling his wife, yes, do this, don't do that. And he's sitting on his sofa, swinging on his important rabbi's seat and tells his wife, yes, it's allowed, that's not allowed, yes, you should do this, that. And he's doing it only for his quiet, because he doesn't want to wash the dishes, and he wants to learn the halachot that he will be able to teach his wife how to keep them in the kitchen, and he needs to be in the Beit Midrash if she wants him to know what to tell her to do in the eve of Pesach. We're shooting them in the head. If you're not doing it for Hashem Yitbarach, it's worse than a sin. A sin of a person that wants to serve Hashem, that is saying, Hashem, please teach me what to do. Hashem, I don't know what to do. Hashem, I want to serve you. Hashem, I want to be in touch with you. I want to be connected to you. And he doesn't have a clue. Like I told you, I went once to Uman. It was horrible, but that was reality. I was on the flight back from Uman to Eretz Israel, and I see Baalei Tshuva arguing between them, two Israelis, arguing. And one of them is telling his friend, no, you don't know, shrimps is kosher. And he's telling you, what are you saying? Shrimps, it's not kosher. And he's telling you, are you crazy? It's kosher, I'm telling you. Listen, be quiet, you're insulting yourself. Shrimp is not kosher, you're not allowed to eat shrimps. He tells him, no, it's kosher, I'm telling you. Come, we'll ask everyone here on the aeroplane. You're wrong, you're talking nuts. And tell him, listen, sit, be quiet, I'll show you, it's not kosher. And he's arguing with him, and he's saying, all of our life we were eating shrimps, and it's kosher. Great. Embarrassing situations. And they started to go and ask people around them, and everyone are telling, no, for sure not, it's not kosher. But that poor guy, he thought that it's kosher. What can you do in those situations? What? So now, he could find himself go and eat it and thinking that it's kosher. And you cannot argue with him because he really thought that it's kosher. He really thought that it's kosher. He didn't see nothing bad with it. When I learned first time in my life halacha that you need to do netilat yadayim, so the first time that I learned the halacha on netilat yadayim, I learned netilat yadayim for the bread, for amotzi. And in the morning, that was how I first been aware to the concept, heard about that concept of netilat yadayim. That you need to wash your hands when you wake up in the morning, and when you also wash for bread. Great. In both of those situations, you say Asher Kideshanu, you say the blessing. You say Asher Kideshanu mitzvotav v'tzivanu al netilat yadayim. So I assumed that every time that you wash, you say the bracha, because that's how I first heard about that mitzvah. In the morning, after you wash, you say Asher Kideshanu mitzvotav v'tzivanu al netilat yadayim. Great. When you make netilat yadayim for the bread, you wash your hands and you say, that's how I heard about netilat yadayim. After 2 weeks, one of my friends, very kind friends, told me that also after I'm going out from the toilet, bathroom, I also need to do netilat yadayim. Great. So every time that I would go out from the toilet, I would wash my hands and I would say, that's how I thought that you should keep the mitzvah. Because the first time that I heard about that mitzvah, I connected it to the bracha. And I didn't have no place to learn from that after you go out from the toilet and you wash your hands, you don't need to say the bracha. Until someone told me, what are you doing? You're saying the bracha every time you... So I said, I thought that is what you should do. He said, no, it's not. Okay, so now I'm learning. But you want to tell me that those 10, 20, 30, 50 times that I just said netilat yadayim with no reason, just because I assumed something was wrong with it? No way. It was perfect. Why? Because I did it for my heart. I really thought that this is how you do netilat yadayim. And I was so happy to do netilat yadayim like that. And I was just doing netilat yadayim. I was ignorant. I didn't know halacha. So we need to understand that when your heart is into the purpose, so you're right, and Hashem is with you. And when your heart is not with Hashem, so then even if you're inside the halakha, it doesn't help you. It will never going to help you to redeem yourself from punishment of hell, from the horrible punishment of being far from Hashem Yitbarach. That's hell. You're far from Hashem. So we need always, always, always to connect ourselves to the mercy, to the rachamim of Hashem Yitbarach, and to confront him, and to tell him, Hashem, we want, I want. And if we're going to be strong like Moshe Rabbeinu, never to back off, never to give up, we will see salvations. We're going to see salvations in this generation, exactly like we had in the generation of Egypt, and even more than that. Because the last redemption, the last Geulah are going to be even higher and greater than the Geulah of Egypt or Mitzrayim. And people don't believe in themselves. This is why we cannot see yet the Geulah. But from the people that just believe in themselves, we can see sparks of Geulah. But if more and more people are going to join us and going to believe in themselves, we're going to see more light. People are so afraid for mitzvot teshuvah. They're so afraid to confess, so afraid to tell Hashem Yitbarach, I sinned. What's the problem? I don't understand what's the problem. So you sinned. Okay, so you messed up. So talk about it with Hashem. Well, but I done such horrible things. But anyway, you've done them. Anyway, after 120, they're going to remind you of each and every one of them. And if Hashem is going to show you His love, He's going to rebuke you even before of Judgment Day. So anyway, you know who you are. And anyway, you hate yourself. And anyway, you suffer in life. So, and when you confess, you just feel Hashem's presence. So it's not so painful anymore. The pain is when you deny, and when you argue, and you fight, and you try to avoid responsibility, and you don't want to deal. This is why you suffer. But when you open yourself to Hashem, and you say, you know, Hashem, that's me, what do you want? How can I not sin? In my life, in my situation, how can I not fail? How can I not fail? And then, that horrifying situation lost its power. And it's not threatening you anymore. Because you said it. You just said the truth. People are afraid from the unknown. They're afraid from dealing. So they're not dealing. So they're avoiding. And then they're suffering. And they're falling more and worse and worse and worse. But the truth is that if you're just going to stand in front of the truth and confess and say, Hashem, that's me. That's who I am. I'm failing in this and I'm failing in that. And like that once, I heard an explanation by Rav Shalom that he said on Adam Rishon that Adam Rishon said to Hashem, when Hashem Barach asked for Adam Rishon, where are you, Ayeka? So Adam Rishon said to him that he failed, and he told him Va'ochel, and when you say I sinned, I ate from the tree of that, of knowledge, Va'ochel, but the meaning of the word Va'ochel, actually by the story over there, so he wanted to confess on his past, and he wanted to say Va'ochal, and I was eating, but actually he's saying Va'ochel means I'm going to eat more in the future. So actually it was a higher confession, because he was really revealing to Hashem Yitbarach his situation. He told Hashem Yitbarach, listen, I sinned, and I'm about to do it again. I am Echtav Hashuv. I'm about to sin again. That's my level. And it was the highest confession of them all. When you have some desire, some weakness, some problem, and you say to Hashem Baruch, look, until you're going to help me, I'm not going out from it. I'm stuck. That's me. That's even higher than to pretend, no, Hashem, I'm sorry. Until today I was sinning. That's it. Why are you lying to? You cannot lie to Hashem, because the verse when you started lying, Hashem is not there. You cannot lie to Hashem. When you lie, Hashem is not there. You cannot lie to Hashem. When you lie to yourself. Hashem is not there anymore. So if you really want to lie, so you lie to yourself. You're not lying to Hashem. Hashem is not there. So to pretend, to say, no Hashem, that's it. I'm not sinning anymore. That's a lie. You just told Hashem Yitbarach, okay, see you in hell. I'm not serving you anymore. If you say to Hashem Yitbarach the truth, Hashem, I got a crazy desire for that, and I cannot handle it, and I don't know what to do, and please give me power, and please Hashem give me the right advice, because I'm lost. If you're going to test me again, for sure I'm going to fail. That's the truth. That's the truth. And Hashem going to help you. Hashem going to tell you to wait. Hashem going to give you advice. Hashem going to give you some wisdom. Hashem going to give you some power. Hashem going to charge your batteries and going to rearrange your brain to find the right advice and to follow him and to fix what that you've done. But only if you're going to come with truth. You're going to say to Hashem, Baruch Hashem, I'm beat. Hashem, I'm broken. Hashem, I'm weak. Hashem, I'm tired. Hashem, I don't control myself. Hashem, I lost my power. I lost the will. I lost my energy. I lost my wisdom. Hashem, please guide me. Please give me the wisdom. And like we said before, we should do it for ourselves and to protect ourselves and to defend ourselves in front of the judgments, and also for all of Am Yisrael. To judge all of Am Yisrael favorably, to have zchut always, and to tell Hashem Yisrael always, give us a chance, give us another chance, give us a second chance. And by that, Bezrat Hashem, we all going to have the zchut to accept face of Mashiach and to enjoy Binyan Bet HaMikdash, sacrifice the holy sacrifices, the Har HaBayit, Yirtzion Tibaneh, Yara B'Yameinu. Amen. Thank you very much.